Hey guys, Tim Hunt again. Another little interview we're going to have. We're still at Palm Beach for the track day, and here with Chris Hare, a good friend of mine. We've been riding together now for a little over a year, I guess. He actually bought one of my old bikes, so this is the Ejection 1000 he bought from me, and that I love. Good, great bike. But anyway, he's been riding for quite a while, and honestly, what I really want to talk about too is his history down here in South Florida. He's actually been around the racetrack back when it was Moroso 25 years ago. Grew up in the area, was around when like Donald Jacks and Michael Barnes and all those guys came up through. So maybe he'll tell you a little bit about kind of his experience on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was coming out in high school as a teenager. Nobody knew what road racing was, and we were watching Henry DeGal on his TZ 750. Fighting with John Ashmead, and we were hooked. We would come out every weekend and just barbecue, and the crowds used to be huge, and people would be camping out at the infield, and then life happens. I went to college, got a degree in architecture, started my business, and then I started coming back out and actually started riding, doing track days and racing, and it's just, we got 2 tracks really close by my house and another one at Daytona. So really to get out on the track is very easy. So all you need is a bike. You don't even really need to put too many parts on it, and then you're out riding. So
right,
yeah, I just feel really lucky that we got all these amenities out here.
Yeah, and the great thing we were just talking about earlier is that in Florida we're year round. Back when I lived in Tennessee, from October when the GNF happened for WIRA and the last AMA rounds up through February, March, in that time frame, especially up in the northern states, when you get up into where New Jersey and all that, you get 5 or 6 months best of really nice riding. Down here, I think our last event is in December, and then the very first event is back in January. So, and during the course all the way through, sometimes I think they even have New Year's weekend track days down here. So, a lot of guys will come and fly and ride down here and work with other teams, or just come down and do all-season testing at either Palm Beach or Homestead, which are both close for us. So yeah, he's right. I mean, I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up, down here and be able to do it year round. So
well, I mean, yeah, Moroso, Eddie Lawson came down, set the track record around that time. It was 83, 84 when I was coming out here. I saw Michael Barnes come up through here, and Scott Russell was here racing back in the day. I mean, before he was really a big name. So, it just always felt this was my home, my home track. So being out here, just spectate was a great thing, but we're out here racing, so.
Yeah, that's cool. And I guess we really didn't meet for several years. I came down here in 2010 and started racing this series, and I was brand new at this track, but I did pretty good the first time.
Yeah.
Chris said he knew, had remembered kind of the first time I came down, so that was.
Yeah, I'd like to speak on that. There was a buzz about, nobody knew who this Tim Hunt was, and like I said, I've been coming out here forever, so I thought I really knew everybody, but heard this guy was out of town, Tennessee or something, and he won the shootout, and everybody was running around, and so I always remember the name Tim Hunt. And then, like I said, we became friends, and we talked, bench racing, and taught me a lot about working on bikes, and really just a really good class guy, and appreciate his friendship for sure.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I love all the guys down here. Still, even though I'm not racing now, that's one of the reasons I'm here at the track day, is I want to still promote road racing and the South Florida stuff, because it needs it. There's definitely still, we have a pretty good track day today, but the racing series is still thriving down here. We have 2 race series actually, so there's a lot of stuff going on. And like I said, if you guys want to come down in the off season, here we are coming up to the end of the normal seasons. This is where you come down, rent a house, stay for a couple months, and ride track days and the race program through the winter, get your off-season testing done. So anyway, I appreciate Chris taking the time. We're going to go see what he can do with this big old GSXR 1000.